Hi students, today I am going to discuss a new topic of the chapter Control and Coordination. I hope you all are fresh after enjoying the Eid vacation. Now it's time to study. See the video carefully and try to understand the topics. As you know, the chapter which is going on is Control and Coordination. In this chapter you studied many more things. Now today I will start the human nervous system, its parts. Okay, so see the video carefully. It is human nervous system. Human nervous system. Dear students, this human nervous system is broadly divided into two parts. One is called the central nervous system, that is in short it is called CNS. And second part is called peripheral nervous system, and in short it is called PNS. This one you can mark the direction of division. This is two parts. Now this central nervous system composed of, one is called brain or encephalon, technical term is encephalon, brain, and second part is spinal cord, and it is technically, biologically called myelin. Similarly, this peripheral nervous system is also categorized into two categories. One is called the voluntary nervous system, and second is called involuntary nervous system. This involuntary nervous system is also called autonomic nervous system. Okay, the board is small, so I am going to erase some parts. I am repeating once more. Human nervous system is divided into two parts. One is central nervous system and second is the peripheral nervous system. This central nervous system is further composed of brain, that is called encephalon, and spinal cord, that is called myelin. This peripheral nervous system, you know, periphery. The peripheral nervous system is divided into two parts: voluntary nervous system and involuntary nervous system or autonomic nervous system. Okay. Now the brain you can write here. Brain is divided into three. One is called forebrain, three parts. Forebrain, that is called prosencephalon. Second is called midbrain, and it is called mesencephalon. And third part of the brain is called hindbrain, and technically it is rhombencephalon. Okay, these three parts. This forebrain is further divided into three parts, that is olfactory lobe, second is cerebrum, that is also called cerebral hemisphere. You know, hemisphere meaning half circle, you know. And the third is called diencephalon. This is the part of forebrain. This midbrain is also divided into two. One is called the optic lobe, and second is called cerebral peduncles. Okay, this hindbrain is also divided into two parts. One part is called pons varolii, that is generally called pons, and second is medulla oblongata. This is brain is divided into three parts: forebrain, midbrain, and hindbrain. Forebrain biologically called prosencephalon, midbrain is called mesencephalon, and hindbrain called rhombencephalon. Okay, this forebrain is further divided into three parts. These three parts are olfactory lobes, cerebrum or cerebral hemisphere, and diencephalon. Similarly, midbrain divided into two parts: optic lobe and cerebral peduncle. This hindbrain is divided into two: pons varolii and medulla oblongata. This is the division of brain. Now, the involuntary and voluntary nervous system, they are also the part of human nervous system, peripheral nervous system, and this brain is the part of central nervous system. Brain and spinal cord are the part of central nervous system. Now, in peripheral nervous system, peripheral nervous system, the one is called the voluntary, that depend on our will. Voluntary nervous system, the nervous system that works according to our will. Can you give an example? Like walking. Okay, this voluntary nervous system is divided into two. What is those two? Cranial nerves and spinal nerves. These composed of the voluntary nervous system. And the second is autonomic nervous system or involuntary nervous system, This composed of sympathetic nervous system and parasympathetic nervous system. Okay, so this is the complete division. I am repeating once more. The human nervous system is broadly divided into two parts: the central nervous system and peripheral nervous system. The central nervous system composed of brain and spinal cord. Okay, brain and spinal cord. Brain is also called encephalon, while spinal cord is called myelin. Okay, the brain is further divided into three parts. Brain has three parts. What are those parts? The first part is the forebrain, and it is called, what is? Prosencephalon. Okay. Second part is midbrain, that is called mesencephalon. Third part is hindbrain, it is called rhombencephalon. The forebrain composed of three parts: olfactory lobes and the cerebrum, the largest part of the brain, cerebrum or cerebral hemisphere, and the third part of forebrain is diencephalon. Okay, midbrain is also divided into two parts: optic lobe and cerebral peduncles. Similarly, the hindbrain is also divided into two parts, and those two parts are pons varii, that is commonly called pons, and medulla oblongata. Now come to the peripheral nervous system. Peripheral nervous system, short form PNS, is divided into two parts. What are those two parts? One is the voluntary nervous system, that work according to our will, and second is the involuntary nervous system or autonomic nervous system. Voluntary nervous system composed of spinal nerves and cranial nerves, while involuntary or autonomic nervous system composed of the sympathetic nervous system and parasympathetic nervous system. Okay, so these are the divisions in the human nervous system. Let's study them one by one. Okay. First of all, I will try to draw the diagram of brain. Okay. Look here. You can also draw simply. A semicircle you have to draw first of all. Semicircle. You can use the protector. This is the semicircle. Now make a cross here in this way and join these cross. Like this. Okay. Now one more line you can draw here in this way, and in this way you can draw. Now here you can draw the branch like structures. Okay, and cover them in this way. then this surface is not smooth. It has numerous folds in it. Okay, you can make the numerous folds. Perhaps you seen the diagram of brain earlier. Similarly here also numerous folds. Okay, now this will in this way. It has membrane around it. Okay, and these are 3-layer membrane. 3-layered membrane. You can draw the figure by seeing the book. In this way. Now there are numerous folds in the brain in this way. Simple. I will draw later the more clear diagram. See here, brain. Okay. Brain is the axial part of the body. It is situated at the top of the body and it is mid-longitudinal. You can see from backbone, that is the mid part, we are bilateral symmetrical, and this longitudinal axis के top पर the brain is situated. Okay, it is location, or you can write in this way. It is covered in brain box. Brain box or cranial cavity or skull. Skull. So brain is located in the cranial cavity or inside the brain box or protected by the skull. Skull, do you know? Skull have the 22 pairs. 22 bones, out of which 14 are facial bones. Facial bones and 8 are cranial bones. Cranial bones. Okay, I am writing here cranial cavity. That means these cranial bones make the cranial cavity or brain box, and brain is located inside this. Okay, this cranial cavity, inside the cranial cavity, the brain is whitish in appearance, and protected by tri-layer membrane. Tri-layer membrane. That is this outer part, and this tri-layer membrane are called meninges, and they provide a cushion-like structure to protect the brain from mechanical shocks. Okay, and this brain is fluid filled. Inside this brain has space, and space is covered by a fluid, and that fluid is called cerebrospinal fluid. Cerebrospinal fluid. Okay, cerebro means cerebral, means brain, spine means spinal cord. Both are means central nervous system. Brain as well as spinal cord have the same. Inside the backbone, spinal cord is present, and inside the backbone there are 3-layer membrane, meninges, and between those meninges cerebrospinal fluid has been filled to prevent the brain from mechanical shock. Similarly, brain is also covered in brain box or cranial cavity, and just below the skull bone there are 3-layer membrane, tri-layer membrane that are called meninges, and that the meninges, between the space of meninges, a fluid has been filled that is called the cerebrospinal fluid. This is the for both brain as well as for spinal cord. Okay, the brain is generally weighing from 1200 to 1400 gram. Weight is about 1.2 to 1.4 kg, and it composed of 100 billion of neurons. It's composed of 100 billion of neurons, and it make about 98% of human nervous system by weight. Whatever the weight of human nervous system, only nervous system, not whole body. Okay, so this cover about 98% of the weight, and about 20% of oxygen alone consumed by brain. Okay, so this is the introduction. Brain is located in the brain box, that is also called cranial cavity. It is made up of skull bone. Skull bone are having the 22 bones. Out of 22, 14 bones are called facial bones, and 8 bones make the skull. So inside those bones, the brain is located, surrounded by the meninges, that is a tri-layer membrane, triple layer membrane, and between the membrane a fluid is filled, that is called cerebral spinal fluid, that prevents the brain from mechanical shocks. Skull is also for the purpose of protection of the brain, and similar to the spinal cord also. Brain is composed of about 100 billion of nerve cells, means neurons, and it cover about 98% of the human nervous system and consume about 20% of oxygen of whole the body, as well as it weighing about 1.2 kg to 1.4 kg in weight. It is whitish part, and it has numerous fold in it. The surface of brain is not smooth, and those numerous folds we can study later. They are called the gyri and sulci. Okay, so I think the short video is enough for you. Tomorrow, means after this video, I will talk about the part of forebrain and their functions along with their structure. Okay, thank you very much. Have a nice day.